Warner Robins was a little behind us today in Macon, but guess what? The snow has finally made its way to the international city.
Well, it's about time. 41 NBC's Tucker Sargent joins us live just off Watson Boulevard. Tucker, you staying warm out there?
Can you see how cold it is up here, guys? I know it's cold in that studio, but I ain't got nothing on this. Actually, it's a little bit warmer, it seems like, than it was earlier. Maybe just because that freezing rain isn't falling on me everywhere. And it's kind of eerily quiet out here right now with the snow falling. You don't hear that ice hitting the asphalt like you did earlier, and it's just kind of peaceful. So take a look at this video earlier. Now, the snow started falling at like 8:30, 8:45-ish tonight. And once it started to come down, it was a little bit of a mix, but it quickly transitioned over to snow. Meteorologist Chris Simmons texted me and said, "Hey, has it started snowing yet?" I said, "Not yet." He said, "Well, it's about to." And he was sure right. Within 10 minutes, the snowflakes were huge, and they were sticking like crazy. I've never seen snow stick like this before. I know I'm from Alabama, but hey, this is some snow, and it is still coming down with the same vengeance that it had at the start of it. Now, Watson Boulevard, I'm right here next to it right now. There's still plenty of cars coming down it. They have started to tone that speed down a little bit. If you watched our newscast earlier this afternoon when it was just water out there, now, of course, black ice starting to develop, also just normal ice out there on the road. So everybody, if you're out there driving tonight, please, please, please be careful, and don't even get on the road if you don't really have to. I actually just got off the phone with Houston County EMA. They told me there have been 4 minor traffic accidents so far in Houston County, but no injuries to report. That is the good news, and hopefully people will stay inside tonight so we won't have any injuries to worry about as the night goes on. If you want to see more of my pictures and videos, check me out on Twitter at Tuck Sargent. And for now, guys, I'm going to lay down back here and make me a little snow angel here in the parking lot. Back to you guys.
Old Man Winter left us with rain, snow, and black ice all across middle Georgia. 41 NBC's Amanda Castro is scoping out the scenery around downtown Macon and joins us live from Poplar Street with more.
Melissa, as you can see behind me, it is just a winter wonderland here in downtown Macon. It's beautiful, peaceful, eerily quiet, and so cold out here. I did see some cars driving on the roads downtown this morning, and you could hear the snow and ice just crunching under the wheels as they went by. And I did see a couple brave souls brave out the elements this morning. I actually talked to a couple guys who say they normally take the bus, but because the bus routes are down today, they had to walk, and because of all this chilly temperatures.
This is the reason I live down here and not up north. I couldn't stand it up there. Just a little bit of snow right here is pretty much like a blizzard for us, I guess.
I spoke to a tow truck driver who told me that in the first hour and a half of his shift, he'd already picked up 3 cars from incidents, which brings us to a reminder that we've been telling you all morning long. If you don't have to drive today, please don't. But if you do have to get behind a wheel, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is urging you to drive slowly today. Also, don't slam on your brake. Instead, just lightly press the pedal. Make sure you leave enough space between you and the other cars around you. And if you happen to, slide on a patch of ice, the most important thing you can do is to not panic. Instead, just slowly let off the accelerator. But Melissa, I got to tell you, just walking across the street from the station to here on Poplar Street, I almost slipped on so much patches of ice. It's absolutely dangerous out here. So as you can imagine, it's dangerous on the roadways. So again, you're going to hear it all morning long, all day long. If you don't have to drive, then don't drive today. But for now, reporting live in downtown Macon, Amanda Castro, 41 NBC News.
We're back now on 41 Today with some breaking news. We're going to take things over to 41 NBC Skylar Henry. He is live in Macon where crews responded to an accident. I'm sure probably because of these dangerous icy conditions we've been seeing on the road. Skylar, what is going on?
Melissa, I'm on Harvard Avenue and Columbus Road. You heard Amanda talk earlier in this newscast about how safe you have to be on these roads, and this is why. A truck hydroplaned off of the road and into a building, a vacant building, and hit a fire hydrant. Now gallons and gallons of water are leaking onto the road. Police have been out here for the past 30 to 45 minutes just trying to figure out how they can stop this guy there from stopping. Actually, a tow truck is right behind me right now. They're getting rid of the truck now. The fire hydrant is actually under the truck. They've actually got that removed, but gallons of water are still spilling out here. We were the first news crew on the scene as this happened. Police crews are still trying to figure out what they're going to do to make sure that this the geyser from the water stops. What's going to happen is these cold temperatures is going to cause all of this water that's on this road to freeze over. So crews are trying to make sure they do everything that they can to make sure drivers stay as safe as possible. Again, if you don't have to drive today, do not do that because roads are still icy. It's still snowy right now. What we'll do is we're going to stick around here. We're going to see what crews are going to do to make sure that everything stays safe. Once again, we want to make sure you stay safe as you drive on these roads. If you don't have to drive, please don't. Please don't. We'll have more tonight at 6 on the 41 NBC News at 6. For now, reporting live in Macon, Skylar Henry, 41 NBC News.
Downtown Macon looked like a snow globe this morning as mounds of white snow blanketed the area. 41 NBC's Amanda Castro caught up with some brave people who were out in the elements to find out their thoughts on this cold snap.
Carmel Keaton woke up Wednesday morning to a winter wonderland and a car covered in snow.
There's a lot of ice on the car at the bottom. It looks pretty thick.
And she's not alone. All you can see are the outlines of cars left on Poplar Street overnight.
I felt there was some snow needed if it was going to get this cold, and so here it is.
Here it is indeed. The powdery white stuff blanketed downtown Macon. Drivers slowly made their way through the streets as snow and ice crushed underneath their cars.
This is the reason I live down here and not up north. I couldn't stand it up there. Just a little bit of snow right here is pretty much like a blizzard for us, I guess.
Yeah.
Most of the streets were eerily quiet and peaceful, but some people braved the elements and took a chilly walk.
You just got to walk flat-footed on this ice, you'll be all right.
Try not to fall.
That's not advice you normally get here in Middle Georgia, and many are taking advantage of this unusual snow day.
I might actually throw through a few snowballs or two.
And enjoying this weather before it starts to thaw. In Macon, Amanda Castro, 41 NBC News.
And we want to remind you to send us snow pictures. You can use Twitter and Facebook. Post your photos using hashtag 41snow, and you may see them in one of our newscasts.